Hi Virgo, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 29th and the 5th of October. Let's begin. So Virgo, your pre-week energy here is you're currently celebrating something. You're currently in this energy of being very harmonious within yourself. And I feel like this has got something to do with your determination, your willpower. You've been moving towards something with a lot of focused action, taking a lot of focused actions towards whatever you've been doing. This is yourself. This is your own self. You've been doing some inner work on your heart. You've been doing some personal growth. You've been seeing personal growth from doing some personal development. And you're celebrating it here this week. You're celebrating it before you begin the week, sorry. And you've kind of got yourself into harmony by doing some inner work. You've healed your heart from pain and from almost like envy. I'm getting envy. You're somebody that envies people quite a lot, like you did, and you've been healing that part of you that sort of sees people doing better than you. Not from a place of like, why are they doing better than me, but from a place of like, I wish my life could be a lot easier, and I could have things like that, and I could do things like that if only my life was easier. And you're kind of healing your heart, realizing that you have your own power, you have your own gifts, like you have your own gifts that make you special. You're very connected. Your intuition's very connected to the universe here. I feel like the stars are the limit. Like the sky is your limit. Not even the sky, but the stars are the limit. Like there's no limit to your potential. Like you can do whatever you really desire here. Just the question is, what do you desire next? And you have been doing a lot of healing. You've been doing a lot of internal healing, internal work, really balancing your subconscious mind and your shadow self. Your shadow self, your light self, and your subconscious mind are really integrated into one at this time. They're really connected with one another. They're all in agreement with one another. Where you don't have to go in within yourself and be like convincing yourself to do something. You're automatically going, I need to do this, and it's just like, yeah, there's a knowing within you that a decision is the right decision, or a thing that you want to do is the right thing for you to do. It could be as silly, it could not silly, but it can be as small as, I want to go this way today, or I want to eat this today. Like your whole spirit is in agreement. Your whole, not your spirit, but your whole, the aspects of you all in agreement with what the best option is, and that's what you're acting upon. And you're celebrating this. You're celebrating this within yourself, celebrating this with your friends. I see you actually celebrating with friends here. They see you as someone that's glowing at this time. Like they want to party with you. They want to have fun with you because you're very fun to be around at this time. You're very you're glowing, and they like your vibe at this time. The people around you, your friends. You've kind of been optimistic about your future. Doing this work, you're like really looking at yourself and realizing that you have many bright ideas for your future of like what you want to do. You're no longer looking at other people. you're looking more at yourself and saying, what do I want to do, rather than looking at what people have and being like, oh, I wish I had that, or I wish my life was easier, my circumstances were a lot more better, I could have those things as well. You're no longer looking like that, and you're very protected spiritually as you're deciding to take this route of optimism and look at things in a very different light, look at things in a way where things are going to happen to you that you want to happen to you. And you're kind of being, you're not kind of, but you are being led by spirit here. You're being spiritually guided here. You don't realize that you are being spiritually guided towards this sort of new way of being, towards this sort of you feel like a youngster again. You feel like you're young again. Like you feel very enthusiastic towards your life. You're like, oh, anything can be happen. You know, like I can live the way I want to live. Pardon me. You're no longer believing that you have to be overly responsible in order to be an adult. You don't have to be, to live your life. You don't have to be responsible for things. You don't have to have the responsibility of doing things within yourself and with other people, to be living your life. You used to think that in order for me to live my life, I had to get married, I had to get a job, I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to do that, I had to do this. And these are all responsibilities, for you. And you're no longer looking at things like that. You're no longer saying, oh, well, this is a responsibility that I need to undertake and live in this kind of way. And you're really enjoying life. You're really with your friends. You're really enjoying life. You're celebrating, having a lot of fun, having a lot of camaraderie with these people. You're celebrating life a lot at this moment, and this is kind of like increasing your love in general, in love for yourself, love for your friends, love for life. Like you're really being purified. Your energy is being purified from conflicts that you feel inside, conflicts that have really held you back in the past and recent past from moving in the direction you want to move in. I feel like you felt very conflicted within because you see you've been doing things a certain way, and then you see someone doing something that looks completely different to you, and you're like, oh, maybe I should do that, and it just sort of throws you off in a way. Oh, not in a way, in a big way. It does throw you off, and you're like, let me do what they were doing, what I saw them doing, and that will work for me. But that caused a lot of problems, and it caused a lot of regrets within your energy, within your life, because it's like you were like, stop. I'm hearing start and go, stop and go. Sorry, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Start and go. Sorry, start and stop. Stop and go, stop and go. So like you're already moving somewhere, and then you started stopping and go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, and now you're kind of like in this energy. But as you're getting more and more pure, you need to celebrate yourself more. You definitely need to celebrate yourself. You don't really look at yourself as somebody prior to this, prior to this energy of you celebrating. Like you haven't been somebody that looks at yourself and feel like your life is worth celebrating. Like you're very like. You're very melancholic. Like you're very like you look at life like, well, you did that. Like life is just a meh. Like I don't know what to make of it. It's nothing special. And you were in a state of melancholy for quite a long time, and you decided to change things through your sheer determination. That you're like, let me put myself first for once, and let me put what I feel like doing for once. What I feel like, what I feel in here. And you did a lot of work on your heart by doing like that. You really unblocked your heart chakra. It's allowing. I say the heart chakra has been a big blockage for you, and because you had that blockage, the energy in your body has not been able to move. Like your chakras have not been able to align with one another inside of your body, and you've had a big blockage. Half of your body feels stronger than the other half. Is a confirmation for you that even now, half of your body feels stronger than the other half. But you're very protected, and you're deciding to nurture yourself. Now you're deciding to bring that sort of celebration within yourself, not just actually celebrating on the outside and having a few drinks or whatever you do to celebrate. You're actually bringing that celebration inside and say, look, I love myself. I appreciate who I am. I'm going to nurture myself and get what I want from life rather than looking at people, because you have an understanding here of like you have the wisdom now to see that the people that look like they're happy, they're not necessarily happy. A lot of the people that look happy, they're miserable in life. Their lives are awful, and you've come to realize that through experience, that people that are always showing themselves as happily or overly happy, they're not happy at all in their lives. It's just a front, it's a facade. Like, people are like just doing it for the sake of making people jealous, and you're realizing that your focus shouldn't be on other people, your focus should be on yourself. You're connecting very much so to your nature as a Virgo. This is you right now, and you're kind of like, that's you holding you, like you're holding yourself here, and you're like very in your own energy of like deciding to nurture yourself. You're bringing a celebration here. Like you see over here, they've got these I think they're roses, I'm not sure, but I'm seeing them as roses anyway. And the roses are, you're deciding, this is your inner world here. Like I'm seeing this as your inner world, and like all the roses that are up there, like you're bringing them in, that celebration within you, that I should be celebrating myself because I'm in harmony with myself now. It's beautiful energy. But at the beginning of the week, you have a strange turn of events. You're going into this energy of feeling like you need to control your life a lot more. Like you're feeling this sort of neediness. And this neediness stems from a place of feeling insecure. Feeling like you need security of some kind. Feeling like you need to control life for whatever reason. You've just been celebrating, and then like, just like that, as soon as the week begins, you just completely shift. Because you feel like you're battle weary at this time. You feel like you've had enough of situations in your life that just don't seem to be going anywhere for you. You feel like you're on your last legs. You're making a last stand within your life. You're still quite melancholic. You've been trying to brush the melancholy away by being like, let me just celebrate and be happy. Try to be happy, and I'll be happy. But it's like all of a sudden it's coming back. Like as you're celebrating, like all of it's just coming back just like that. You're feeling very like battle weary, fatigued by life. You're feeling like you're making your last stand. You've shown a lot of resilience up until this point. You've been victorious with situations in your life that have challenged you, that have stressed you out. You've been victorious. You have the victory here of defeating your problems. But it's like the toll is catching up to you. Like it's really caught up to you, and it's like you kind of like, I'm being truthful about this. Like, let me look at myself in a very truthful way, and be like, this is probably the way I need to be. But as you're coming into this place of justice, it's like the universe is coming into this place as well. And it's like you don't expect it. It's like you're sitting on the chair. I'm seeing you like sitting on the chair and being like, it's like this energy here. It's like in a world. You're like sitting on this chair here, and you go up, you're there, and you're like, you've kind of dropped the pentacle, and you're like, let me really look at this from a place of truth and justice, trying to be justice. But it's like the universe just appears out of nowhere on this throne, and they're higher than you. The universe is higher than you, and it's like passing its universal laws on you. Say what is true and what is fair. What is true and what is fair. What's your karma? And it's passing its universal laws on you. And it's the outcome here is that you're receiving some kind of breakthrough within your life. At this time, you're receiving some sort of passionate breakthrough, a new idea within your mind about the way forward for you. And it's got something to do with industry, some kind of industry you're in, or you're interested in going into. And this is going to be huge for you because you're going to be building something from the ground up, using your intuition, you have some sort of ancient wisdom that's been given to you by the universe here. Something that's really going to help you tap in. It's like you're evolving from the Queen of Pentacles to the High Priestess. It's like a divine feminine, it's a level up. It's like you're being purified. You're not just not purified, but you're stepping into more purity within your life of things that you want, like things that are good for you, things that allow you to be pure, should come into your life now, is what the universe is passing as universal laws. This is the judgment that things that you should want from your life are going to start coming into your life, like things that are going to help you. You're in this point now where you're balanced. Like your subconscious is here almost, and your light self and your shadow self, and you've all intertwined. And the universe is saying, look, you're in this position now where you do deserve to be have what you want from life. It's like you're stepping into your power at this time, but you feel very jaded with life. You feel very dissatisfied with the way things have gone in your life. You feel like life's been a bit of a war, and you're just out here just struggling now. You've shown a lot of resilience, but you're just struggling at this point, and this energy is hitting you all of a sudden between Monday and Wednesday. You're like celebrating. Let me celebrate my life. Let me be more optimistic about where I'm going, what I'm doing with myself, and then all of a sudden it's just bang, Monday to Wednesday. You're in this energy of like, I need to secure my life. I need to control what's going on. And that leads from one thing to another. And this all happens between Monday and Wednesday. But a lot of this thing that is happening here, where the universe is passing its universal laws on you, is happening to you spiritually. It's not happening to you. You're not seeing it in the physical yet. It's happening to you in the spiritual, where your intuition is going to be more connected. You're going to be more connected to your intuition. Something about the waxing moon is significant here. During that period, you're going to start to feel more psychic. You're going to start to feel more your subconscious is being reprogrammed during this period by the universe. That's what this breakthrough is. It's gonna make you feel very passionate towards life, towards your life. But again, this is in the spiritual at the moment. So you can't feel it between Wednesday and Friday. You can't feel it. You're still in this energy of like, I need to control situation. But for some strange reason, you can't control anything. Like things are just happening to you. You're like, and this could be things like even your hunger. You can't control your sleep. You can't control your hunger. You can't control your tummy. You're going to the toilet and you can't control it. What else? It's like the most random things are happening to you and you can't control. And you're like, I really need to control myself. Like I need to control my life. It's because you're in this state of receiving now. You're in this state of receiving. You're in this state of receiving. I keep hearing it. You're in this state of you're receiving. You're receiving. Maybe you've been really hoping for this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So your past has been like you were really influenced in your past, maybe through trauma. Your subconscious mind was probably molded in a certain way from your family, from people that influenced you in your past, friends, people that you looked up to influenced you in a very negative way. And it really affected you because you were innocent. You went along with what they were saying, and it really, really affected you to your core. And what's happened as a result of this is, you really had to go within and transform. You had to really master yourself, master your energy, master what you were thinking about, why you were thinking about things. It's very stoic energy of like you really looking at yourself from truth, authority, like looking at yourself, taking leadership, accountability of, your actions, your relationships, your reality, looking at everything from from a place of truth, wisdom, and also respecting yourself through all of this and saying, what is really me and what was implanted in me as an idea when I was young, was influenced me in a negative way, what's not true for me, what brings me harm. I feel like it's mostly like what you've been looking at, things that have brought you harm, and you're like, why have these things brought me harm? Are these things from me or are these things not from me? Like, is this your own idea? And you had to come to that point in the first place to recognize that what you were thinking about, some of those things weren't your ideas, and like those were someone else's ideas. It's really deep. You've done some really, really deep work here of like really trying to push through, trying to take control of your own being. And this is where this control is stemming from. It's like you're still stuck in this mode at the beginning of the week. You're still stuck in this mode that I need to control things because that's allowed me to be more true. That's allowed me to be more connected to who I feel like. It's made me more. It's made you more happy being more controlling. Interesting. But you're now receiving at this point, and you can't control anything. You're just like you're fed up. You're literally fed up. I'm seeing like a little kid going and like huffing and puffing, like you're fed up. Your inner child is fed up of situations. Like you're very bored. You're like very dissatisfied. You know, you're contemplating a lot. Like, when is things gonna change? Am I just, what is going on? And you can't control your stomach. You can't control your hunger. You can't control your sleep. Like, you can't sleep. If you're someone that usually sleep a lot, you can't sleep at all. Or if you don't sleep at all, like, you're sleeping a lot and you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, I can't control anything. It's because you're receiving now. You've been very kind. You've been very kind and generous to yourself. Oh, I'm feeling your emotion. You've really had to mother yourself. You've really had to parent yourself. Growing up, you had to really look out for yourself. No one looked out for you, whoever you are. And you had to really like mother yourself and console yourself, like when you were ill, when you were crying, even like when you were upset. You had no one to look out for you, and you had to console yourself. It's really, really deep energy here of like, how you feel about things in general. But you've been very kind and generous to yourself. Through all of your problems, you stayed true. You never lost your integrity. You never changed yourself. No matter how many people around you were changing, a lot of people around you were changing, and you decided not to change. You decided not to be dishonest to yourself. And that was from a place of kindness towards you, because you loved yourself deeply. Even though you've been very like stoic, you've been very what's the word, you've been very like logical about situations rather than looking at the heart of the situation. It's because of this. It's because of you had to really mother yourself. You couldn't allow yourself to be put in situations where you became overly vulnerable to harm. And you've had some goddesses watching over you as you've been in like this. They've almost been looking out for you, making sure that you feel comfortable within your own skin. You didn't feel comfortable. When you were a child, you never felt comfortable in your skin. You always wanted to be someone else, and that's where the envy stemmed from. The envy that you had of people, like, why are they doing better? Why can't my life be as easy? Oh, I'm feeling your emotions. It's very emotional. It's very deep. How you feel. I would feel like crying, like you really had to be there for yourself. You really had to look out for yourself. No one was there for you. You were the emperor of an empty castle, empty kingdom. No one was there with you. No one cared about your well-being. You had to care about your own self here. It was like me, myself, and Irene, or in this case, it was me, myself, and Virgo, I guess. And again, your heart is really powerful. Yeah, your heart is really powerful, and that's why you've been intuitively led to heal your heart. Like here in the heart chakra, here and here as well. You've been intuitively led to heal your heart, and there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it, because it's connected to your power, and this is what you're stepping into. This is what the universe is bringing into you as you're going through this energy. This is between Monday and Wednesday, when the universe is sort of blessing you with this breakthrough. It's giving you this ancient knowledge. And you might be saying, oh, well, what's ancient knowledge going to do for me? It's going to change you overnight. You're going to wake up in the morning and think differently. That's what it's going to do. Not ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom. Maybe it might be some ancient knowledge, but it's ancient wisdom that's within your own soul. You're not a young soul. You're not an old soul either. Something like, are you? Just like a semi-old soul. Like you're not like a proper old soul, but like you have been on this earth before. Like you're not a middle age soul. You're like on the verge of being an old soul. You like things that are like very like classic, like like classic love stories. Like you like classic horror movies. I saw like Frankenstein, like vampire and stuff like that. I'm laughing because my spirit cat. They got the best sense of humor. Anyway, but as you're feeling like jaded and stuff like this, you're right, really trying to control. You're receiving blessings. You don't realize it, but you're really receiving blessings, and you're letting go of this. This is an ending. You don't realize it, but it's an ending of the old. It's like a test for you. Everyone's going for a test this week. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on astrologically for sure. There's some sort of transit happening this week. It was very powerful. I don't know what it is because I'm not so privy to astrology. Like I know a bit of astrology, but I'm not crazy on it. But there's something happening where the universe is testing everybody, and these tests, they're not like something that's been happening like all of a sudden or like a few months. This is like most people it's for the whole year, and for some people it's longer. For you, it's like you're one of the few. There's another sign. I can't remember who was it. Someone else had a very long term test. Was it? I think it was a fire sign. I can't remember which one it is, to be honest. Wait, hold on. I don't know. It might be Sagittarius. I have no idea. But if you want to check it out, you might have Sagittarius in your chart. But it's one of the signs. But you're one of the signs that have had like a long-term test for like a good number, like most of their life. There's only one other sign that's had like a test like this for pretty much their whole life. Oh, I think it was Leo. I don't know honestly. If you got Leo or Sagittarius, whichever one you've got, because I think you've definitely got one of the two in your chart somewhere. That's an important aspect or an important house. But your test this week is almost like belief in yourself, that you can let go of the reins. Oh, I'm feeling your energy. It's very emotional. Like you've mothered and fathered yourself for too long. Allow yourself to be an adult now. Allow yourself to be an adult. Let go of the control. It's very difficult for you. I feel your energy. It's scary to let go of that control. But you have to let go of it. It's gonna stop you from moving forward. It's like it's like you've grown old enough to not have these. You don't have to mother yourself. You don't have to father yourself anymore. It's like a protection that you do for yourself, that you don't allow yourself to be vulnerable. But you have to be vulnerable now. You have to go out into the wild. When you're vulnerable, what you desire from life comes to you. When you're not vulnerable and you close yourself off, everything that you don't want comes to you, and what you want becomes closed off. Because when you're vulnerable, you're being authentically you. You're being true to your heart. You're being true to yourself. And when you're not vulnerable, like you're everything else that you don't want comes into your life. And this is a big thing for you here. You associate yourself, your being, with things that allow you to feel comfortable, allow you to feel comfortable. Yeah, you feel very uncomfortable with life. Like things don't make sense. You get very anxious. You have bad anxiety problems. Like your anxiety is really, really, really bad. And the way you deal with anxiety is control. And it's not controlling other people, it's controlling yourself. Controlling yourself from saying the wrong thing, controlling yourself from feeling emotions, control yourself from behaving in certain ways, control yourself from everything. Like you control yourself down to the very, very little extreme. And it's harming you, and it's from a place of parenting yourself. It's from a place of caring for yourself that you do for yourself. It's hard, Virgo. You gotta let go of it, though. You have to. You have to let go. You have to allow yourself to be an adult. Thank yourself for, you know, parenting yourself. You had to do this when no one was there for you. It's really, really emotional, this energy, honestly. You have to, I know it's hard. Like, you feel very, you feel like an outlaw, like you've been banished from everyone. You feel like you know, yeah, like you're banished from everyone else, like you're just like an alien. This is your test, if you're able to allow the universe to look out for you, allow the universe to parent you, because your parent, the way you parent yourself is limited. It doesn't allow you to grow into your full extent. But if you give that power to the universe, if you just release that control, just say to the universe, just say it out loud, like, I release control of myself and I give it to the universe. The universe is going to be able to really give you what you need, because you're no longer going to worry about protecting yourself. You're going to believe that the universe is going to protect you, and the universe is going to protect you. The universe is blessing you here. Look, that's the universe here, and it's like, you're being blessed with whatever you want. Whatever you ask for, you'll get it. But you have to go through this ending. It's going to be painful. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be painful. Like, I feel your emotions. I feel your energy. It's hard. It is hard. It's like, it's scary as well. It's hard and scary. It might even make you cry when you do it. So I want you to do something here. I want you to buy a candle, and, like, in a darkened room, light the candle and just stare into the candle. Just stare into it. When you feel your eyes becoming a bit itchy from staring at the candle flame, not the candle, like, stare at the candle flame. When your eyes get a bit itchy after staring at the candle flame for a little bit, just say it out to the candle flame, and be like, I release control of myself and of my life, and I give that control to the universe. That's all you need to say. Write it down before you say it. Like, literally those words. And write it down and do it. You're gonna feel a lot lighter. And just stare, like, once you've done that, just stare into the candle flame until your eyes start tearing. Like, say it, stay there for another few minutes until your eyes start tearing. When your eyes start crying, like, then you can snuff out the candle. But write that down on a piece of paper, what I've just said, and do it any day. Doesn't matter. Whatever day you want to do it, just do it whenever. It's something you need to release. And you might be wondering, you're like, oh, well, I'm saying to the universe, I'm reading your energy here. You're gonna be like, well, I'm saying control to the universe, like I'm releasing control of myself. Will I go crazy? No, you've already been crazy, because you've controlled yourself to such an extent that you can't see beyond that control. It's like you've made yourself a wall and painted the wall to look like the outside. And it's been there for so long that you can't see what's really out there. You think that wall is really it's like the Truman Show. You've kind of like built like a situation like that for yourself by protecting yourself from a place of protection. That's what's happened. But by you saying you release control of yourself, you're destroying all of that in one go. You're destroying that. You're destroying all the chaos, destroying all the opposition, destroying all the conflict within yourself in that one moment. You'll be able to do it. And you might be wondering, is it that easy? You try it. Just try it. It is that easy for you. You're very true to yourself. You're somebody that is very true to their self. You love yourself so much at this point, and this is why it will work for you, because you have a lot of love. You have a lot of love, and love is a very powerful emotion. It's very underrated. People, trust me, people say all the time, like, "Oh, yeah, I love this, love that, love sucks." It's the most powerful emotion. It really is, and people just don't understand what love is. They have no idea. But it's a big ending for you, as you allow the universe to kind of come in. You're gonna feel bored. You're gonna feel jaded. You're gonna feel dissatisfied anyway from life, as you're going through this transition, because you can't even control your body, you know. But you're receiving. You're receiving now, and this is a big ending. Between Friday and Sunday, you're going through this energy of really coming back into balance, coming back into harmony within yourself. You're kind of realizing that the problems have always been on the outside. They've never been within you. The problems in your life have always been your external. They have never been internal. The problems that were going on in your external, because you didn't know what else to do, you internalized those problems and made those problems a problem internally. It was a choice you I can't make this up. It was a choice you made to internalize those problems, and it's not because you were being silly or whatever, but it's you just didn't know any better. You didn't know any better. You didn't know how to handle. Like, there was no one there for you. You had to really figure it out the hard way, and you internalized those problems, those external things that were happening, and you're realizing here that all your problems have been external things that you've been carrying for all these years. They've not been things that have come out from within you. You're able to see people, even before you go all of this, you're able to see other people's problems, what's affecting them, why it's affecting them, like their mindset, or the way their thinking pattern is. Or you're able to understand a person's psychology almost. And you're realizing here in a very deep way about yourself. You're very reflective. You reflect a lot. And you're getting to a point now where you're like, bloody hell, like, this whole time, these problems weren't my problems. These were other people's problems that I just took within myself because I didn't know what else to do. I thought that was the right way to go about things, and you've been carrying them for so many years, and I just adding more and more and turning those problems into like a monster almost. And you're kind of releasing them in such a powerful way where you're realizing that things can go on around me, but I'm like, crazy things can go on around me, but I'm no longer deciding to be someone where I am swayed by what is going on around me. I'm going to have my own rhythm. You see here, he's got his own rhythm here, and behind him, like, the sea's like got his own rhythm, like the sea's going like that, and he's doing his own thing. He's not falling over. It's like he's dancing. I see you almost like dancing here, and you're able to create not from what you already have. You're manifesting wealth here. I'm seeing wealth, like you're stepping into wealth. You're leaving behind poverty. You're really going within and seeing that all your problems, things that have left you feeling at a loss, feeling poverty within, are these external problems. You're really going in and realizing that the problems that you have had in your life are from external things that were going on around you that you internalized and made it your problem as well. Even though the person had gone through that problem, or that problem no longer affected them, because you internalized it in that moment because you didn't know what else to do, you kind of made it your own problem. And those are the things that left you feeling defeated. It's like you took on other people's karma for no reason, because you didn't know what else to do. No one was there to like guide your energy, because your energy was so powerful, and there was no one around you that had powerful energy that understood you, that understood what you were going through, because your energy is very powerful. And so you thought the best thing you could do is help people. And that's where it stemmed from. You're trying to help people. You're very generous and kind. Like I was saying, you're very generous and kind, and you were helping people. And then you took on their problems, and then you felt like in a position of loss, feeling isolated, feeling poverty. Going through poverty, you might have had financial difficulties, and you had to really go within and do some inner introspection, and find your inner guidance. You really had to examine yourself and say, "What the hell am I? What's going on with my life? What's going crazy? You know." And you're kind of doing that here as well. As you're going through this energy of like really figuring out that these problems were all external problems, most of them. You're gaining a lot of spiritual wisdom. You're gaining a lot of insight. You're gaining a lot of ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. You're getting the whole lot: spiritual wisdom, ancient wisdom, and ancient knowledge. You're gaining a lot of, and this is going to allow your foundation. You've now stepped into a foundational time where your foundation is now created. It's like you're building something from the ground up, and it's within you. And the base is laid out now. Like you know what the structure is going to be like. You have the power to make it happen. Your power. This is your power. You're stepping into your power. The universe is bridging that gap between you and your power, and this is what's happening midweek when you're at the beginning of the week, when you're like this, and you're like, I need to control, and you need to keep controlling. So the universe is guiding you here, and you're being looked after as well by these goddesses. They're really nurturing you. You don't realize how much they look after you. They've been looking after you since you were a baby. They've really taken a liking to you. You're adorable to them, whoever you are. You do adorable things. And they love you. They love you a lot. They're looking out for you. You feel connected to the animal of the wolf. You feel very connected to wolves. And this is your confirmation that this is you. You feel very connected to the idea of the lone wolf that howls at the moon. You're protected. You're very much protected in the spiritual realm. You have a connection with the moon as well. You should buy yourself a gemstone that's connected to the moon. It'll help you a lot. Maybe like a moonstone. I'm hearing like you're like the earth. The moon is made of the earth as well. It's made of like earth, but it still shines. It still glows. That's what fascinates you about the moon. You feel like the moon. You feel like you're the earth. You feel like you're a rock. You're stone. But you glow. And you feel like there's a sort of attachment to the moon because the moon also glows. And it's a rock. And you feel like a very deep connection with the moon. So buy yourself like a moon, a gemstone, some sort of gem that's connected to the moon. Put it on a necklace or a ring. I'm hearing ring. Buy yourself a ring. Moonstone ring. Buy yourself a moonstone ring. It will help you a lot in connecting to your intuition. You really need to connect to your intuition at this time. All the answers that you need are inside of you, and you're being illuminated to the way the universe is making it happen. You just need a little nudge, and that little nudge comes in the form of a moonstone. It'll help you connect more to your intuition. You're very connected to the moon. The moon's going to help you in this situation as you're moving forwards. Again, 10 of Swords, big ending. You're going for an ending midweek and end of week. This whole week is an ending for you. Like it's not. I don't think this is a test for you. I feel like it's more like a. It feels more like a. I mean, it is a bit of a test, but it's not a test for you. It's not a test. It's interesting. Whoever you are, it's like you've been through enough. It's like when you go through a war and you have PTSD. It's like you've got PTSD now and you can't help it. And that's why the universe is stepping in and really easing everything for you. It's really removing you from your reality, your life as it is. Not as in you're being off or something, but it's removing you from being this kind of way so you can step into your power, step into your life's purpose. Because you can't stay in this energy any longer, because this energy is now ruined. You know, it's something that is gonna turn into, like, I'm seeing like a black hole. Not for you, it's the energy itself is turning into a black hole. It's gonna disappear forever. The old versions of you are no longer gonna exist. Like what you used to believe, everything, the way you used to live, you know, the way you used to think, all that pain is just going like that. Like the black hole is, it's going to start off small and it's going to become bigger and bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden at one point it's just going to, and this is happening between Wednesday and Friday. This is going to happen, this massive ending. It's like you're being, it's like I'm seeing you there, and it's like this black hole is like it's like a vacuum, like a, you know, like a Dyson or something, and it's like a big 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 vacuum just going and like all the stuff, all the gunk in your energy is being like sucked off by this thing, this black hole. It's only the bad energy, the bad stuff. You know, it's like a lot of subconscious trauma, shadow self. Like I'm seeing like a spirit. There's a spirit that's attached to you. Don't get scared. It's not scary. You've been it's been with you for long enough. But there's a spirit, a very weak spirit. It's not. It doesn't have the best intentions, but it's been attached to you for a very long time, since you were a child. You were in a house by yourself, and you got spooked out. I'm seeing like a wooden house, like you're in some house, and there was like wooden details in the house. It wasn't painted. It might have been varnished, but it was like a wooden house with like the wood was very detailed. And this is when that thing attached itself to you. Again, your energy was always very powerful. You just didn't know what to do with it, and you had no one around you to sort of help you understand yourself as a child. So you kind of did things that made you feel like you kind of got convinced by media and like cartoons and TV shows that the good person is to be there for the people that are not so good and the people that are not, you know, strong enough. And he kind of said, "Oh, that's me," you know, and then, you know, got tricked in a way to almost giving your energy to people for no reason. Very interesting. But don't be afraid of whatever this spirit is. It can't harm you. Seriously, it can't harm you at this point. It's been with you for so long. You don't even know it's there. It's going to go into this black hole. You will feel lighter once it goes in there anyway. It's not like something... I don't feel like you get scared easy anyway. But it's not something that's going to harm you. Or in any way, if I'll be honest with you. It might spook you out once you hear this reading, but don't get afraid of it. It's going to go really quick, and it can't harm you. Your energy, like your soul is powerful. Your soul is really powerful. You know, for anything to harm your soul, it's nigh impossible, to be honest. Anything that you've been through anyway, you might look at your life and be like, bloody hell, like my life was crazy. But everything that you went through, nothing was able to penetrate your soul. That's how strong your soul is. Your soul's been pushing back at everything. Even this thing, it thinks it's trying to latch onto your energy, but since you've been young, it's like been on the outside. It's not been able to latch itself onto you. Like it's attached itself to your body. Anyway, I'm not going to scare you. I don't know how squeamish you are, but it's not something scary, okay? It's going to go really quickly. It can't harm you. Just know it can't harm you. It's way past that point, and your soul's too powerful as it is. But it's going to go into this black hole. I see it being sucked off into the vacuum. Again, it's very weak. Very, very weak. But you're going to feel a lot lighter by the end of the week. You're gonna feel much, much, much lighter. And your outcome here for the end of the week is very interesting. You're going to be feeling very materially happy. Something's going to happen to you where you're going to feel like your dreams are going to come true. You're going to feel very content with your life. You're going to feel very, this is by the end of the week, so this is your outcome. You're going to be feeling very content with your life, very fulfilled by your life, as not as where you currently stand, but as who you are. And this is the most important thing you need to realize about life in general, not just your life, but everybody's, even mine. The most important thing a person can do in their life is to understand who they are and what they want. I feel like you can have all the money in the world, you can be as successful as you want, but it doesn't equal happiness. Trust me, it doesn't equal happiness in any regards. I've seen plenty of people, wealthy people, miserable with my own eyes, and spoken to them. There's a lot of people that have a lot of money and they're miserable. Money does not equal happiness. The best thing a person can ever achieve in this life is to know who they really are. And be happy with that, be content with that. That's the biggest blessing I think that anyone can do, is to work on themselves. And this is what you've been doing your whole life. You've been working on yourself, or you've been figuring out who you are. And that's the best thing in life. This is why your soul desired to incarnate in the first place. It didn't incarnate to, eat, sleep, and eat, earn money, take a shit, your soul didn't incarnate to do all these things, to indulge in pleasures. I mean, to some degree, yeah, but it depends on what your soul wanted to do, while it incarnated. But if you found yourself on your journey going through life, that's the most important thing. Over finances, over everything, finding yourself is the most important thing. And you are kind of doing that here in a major way. And you're feeling very content. You're realizing your dreams are all going to come true because you understand who you are now more than you have ever done in your life. You're at this point, you're going to say to yourself, I've never been to this point within myself before. And you're going to be feeling very abundant. You're stepping more into feeling more fulfilled. As time goes on, you're going to be feeling more and more fulfilled. This is just the beginning. You're going to be feeling it very strongly by the end of this week. I've got 2 cards of fulfillment here. You're going to be feeling very wealthy within yourself, knowing who you are and where you stand. You're going to feel wealth, a plethora of wealth within you, because you've taken leadership of your life, and you're not just doing it from a wishy-washy kind of way. You're really being confident and practical about yourself. You're being very practical and confident about who you are, and you're saying to yourself that life isn't boring, life isn't dissatisfying to me. I have really got what I've wanted to learn. This is deep. You're gonna look back and you're gonna say to yourself at the end of this week, you're going to say to yourself, I am where I wanted to be all those years ago. All those years ago when you were young, you're I want to be like that. And you're going to have this sort of realization of you are actually now where you wanted to be all this time ago. Yeah, your peace is restored. Your peace is restored. Amazing things are going to happen to you moving forwards. Believe me, your energy is just going to multiply. You have no idea at the moment. You've been playing it small because you didn't it's like you've been bound and you've just come out. It's not even like you've been bound. It's like you've been in another dimension. Bloody hell. You've been in another dimension this whole time. You've been in another plane. Your astral body's been in another plane this whole time. This is why you haven't been able to plan for your life. I've seen you've been this is a confirmation. This reading's for you. You've really struggled to make plans for your life from a point that makes sense to you. As in, what do you really want to do? You have never known what you really wanted to do with your life. Which way it should go. You just kind of winged it and said, let me try this and let me try that and let me try this, let me try that. It's because your soul's been in another dimension. You got stuck there when you were a kid. It happened around this time when this spirit latched onto you. It tricked you. It tricked you to go somewhere and you got stuck there, and it latched itself onto you because it was there, it was stuck, and it couldn't get out. And because your energy was so powerful, even when you were young, you were able to go many places. You used to dream a lot when you were a kid. And daydream, used to daydream a lot. Used to get scared of your own shadow. And then you got stuck in another dimension. And that whole time your astral body's been there. This is what this ancient knowledge, this is what the universe is freeing you from, is bringing you back, your astral body back into your body. Because you've learned all the other lessons that you needed to learn, even though you weren't necessarily meant to learn them in that order. You were meant to learn it in that order. It was for your protection that happened. The spirit has not been able to harm you since it's been with you. It's only brought you blessings. Like, you intimidate people and you don't know why. Now you know why. Like, this thing scares people for you. Like, you might be feeling sad that, I'm parting ways with you. No, its intention is not to be friendly with you. Its intention is to harm you. But your energy is so powerful, even though your astral body is somewhere else, it can't get near you. And you actually end up using it as a pet. It's quite funny. I've seen it, like, you're making it walk like a dog and stuff. But you intimidate people, you scare people, and you don't know why you scare people. You think it's your face. It's not your face. Right? It's this thing, it's this spirit. But don't be afraid of it, Things are looking much, much better for you. Your outcome is showing me, you are really deciding to choose yourself here. You're deciding to allow things to move, allow things to happen to you. I think your test here is to believe. Your test here is to believe. Yeah, your test here is to believe that you won't ever be disappointed by the universe, that you won't be left behind, you won't be abandoned by the universe. And it's whether you believe it or not, whether from a place of truth, honesty, and empathy, you believe this. Because you know this. The question is, do you believe it? You're still alive, no? Given what you've been through, you're still alive. You've been successful. You've made it through. You don't know how. But the universe has been watching you. These goddesses have been watching you. They've been looking out for you. Even in this moment where you're like, I need to control everything, and you're kind of like, you feel like you're the judge. The universe is kind of just stepping in for you and saying, hold on a second. Like, I'm judging you. It's like you because of this energy within you of like co-parenting yourself, like you've been your own mother, you've been your own father. It's kept you as a child. And that's how the universe sees you as well. This is how these goddesses see you. They still see you as a baby. But your energy is much, much, much more powerful. And your mind is there now, like as an adult. But the way you go about situations is still as you've always been pure. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. But at the same time, you're at this point now where you can block yourself from moving forwards. And the universe cares for you so much that it doesn't want you to block yourself from moving forwards. That's why it's coming in the way it's coming in. This is you. Oh, that's you. That's you there, look. And I was saying about the wolves. I didn't want to say it, but it came out anyway. But you've got wolves in the spiritual realm protecting you. This is literally you. You're very much protected at this time. Like, I saw the wolf here as it came round. Well, you got a few of them, and I've seen them. But this is you, like, this is where the way the universe sees you. This is why it wants to protect you. And the goddesses want to protect you as well. Like you've had a really difficult life, and you stayed true, but you need to almost be this, right, but in the adult form, not as a baby anymore, as an adult now, so that you can live your life, you can do things that you want to do. You know what I mean? Like you can live your life to the fullest potential, fullest. You don't have to be babied anymore, and it's gonna happen like this for you. It's not like it's gonna take you years. It's happening this week where you're turning into an adult spiritually. Just keep your head up, keep your heart strong. Maybe you should listen to that song by Ed Sheeran. Is it Ed Sheeran that sings it? No, it's Ben Howard. Like, keep your head up, keep your heart strong. Yeah, I think you should listen to that song. It might help you. It might be significant here. But have the courage, have the inner strength. You've been through the fire. Bloody, I'm getting all the songs for you. I'm hearing that song for Chaka Khan as well. Through the Fire. That's another. There's 2 songs you need to listen to in this order. Ed Sheeran, not Ed Sheeran. Ben Howard. I keep saying Ed Sheeran. Ben Howard. Maybe he's got a song like that. Keep your head up, keep your heart strong. Does he? I don't know, but Ben Howard for sure. Keep your head up, heart strong. That song. I don't know who sings it. Whoever sings it, you know. And then listen to Chaka Khan, Through the Fire. Like you really have been through the fire before. And just know, I'm seeing like these lions here being these wolves that are protecting you. Like you've got a lot of wolves in the spiritual realm around you that protect you at all times. You just don't know it. You might be wondering if they were protecting me, why is the spirit attached to me? Because it's your pet. It's your pet. That's why you don't need to be scared of it. Like it's like it can't attack you. Like you use it to intimidate people. These wolves show up for you when you're in your worst, when you're in danger. You've been in danger before, like your life has been in danger and you haven't realized it a few times. I'm seeing at least 2 or 3 times your life's been in danger. And these wolves have really shown up for you. You might know, you feel very connected to the archetype of the wolf. Like you feel connected to like shamanistic things, like like the way they dress. Again, you might be male or female or anything in between. But you're like really attracted to that kind of vibe, like that kind of aesthetic, like that kind of like that natural Native American kind of way of dressing and stuff like that. Because you feel very connected to wolves. But it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Just feel what you're feeling this week. Don't allow it to overtake you. I'm not going to pull out any challenges for you because I'm hearing this is a big challenge for you. This is a really big challenge for you, just to have that belief in the universe. Don't forget to do that thing that I told you to do. I mean, if you're not watching, well, people that are not watching this reading, whoever's watching this reading, I've manifested you, but like, there are going to be some people that this message is for that are not watching it. And, that little thing I said about the candle, doing the candle thing is really going to help you actually level up. And this is just for you personally. This is not for anyone else. This was just for you, to step into your truth, you step into, the way you want to go, to leave like the stuff that are holding you back behind. Like you've already kind of left them behind, but they just keep staying there because, it's in your energy. This is why the universe is coming in very strongly. But I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, if you want a personal reading, my website is in the description below. And other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.